Alrighty, so what we have here is a potentiometer hooked up to a 9-volt battery, hooked up to my PLC, and I've got these lights programmed to timers. T1 turns on Y1, which is these lights over here.
Okay.
So as I've got it on the minimum right now, I'm going to turn it up to max. And the timer is set for 3 seconds.
Okay, cool. So you get a sequence of lights triggered by turning up the potentiometer. It's basically the bar graph with a time delay. So you have a bar graph function programmed in with a time delay. So it's worth noting this is actually his first day of programming with PLCs. It's pretty cool once you've had some exposure to the concepts of series and parallel and basic relay circuits, how quickly you can pick up ladder logic programming. It really is a programming language designed to be implemented by someone who knows electrical circuits. So yeah, just a day's worth of playing around with this PLC and you've got a cool little bar graph feature working with an analog input and several of the Y outputs on the PLC. Also want to give a shout out to Automation Direct. They've been a really helpful supplier to me in years past, and this year included, with donations of PLCs and also educational discounts on parts. These PLCs are fantastic for educational use. The software is free, yay, no licenses, which is fantastic for students. Students can actually afford to purchase their own PLCs, and I can afford to stock a whole bunch of the parts in my lab. And when it comes to programming, ladder logic is ladder logic. There are some instructors that make a big deal out of brands and models. I do not. What I've found over the years is that if a person has mastered the concepts of contact and coil programming and timers and counters, and they understand how to experiment and play around with instructions to see how they work, they can learn any PLC model out there. All right, thank you for sharing.
Of course.